Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonso. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at more fun gods from Greek mythology. Before we begin, just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along. Mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. Once you give it some thought, you will quickly realize that the Greeks had a plethora of gods. They had a god for virtually everything imaginable. We had a lot of fun and great response to one of our earlier videos, Fun Gods from Greek Mythology. Mila will also make it available for your viewing pleasure. We decided for this video to share some of the more obscure yet fun gods from Greek mythology. Up first, Koilemos. Now, who was Koilemos? He was the Greek god of stupidity. Mentioned once by Aristophanes and also found in the works of Plutarch, this god was seen as distraught or crazed. In modern parlance, he can be depicted as our notion of a blockhead. Would you believe that the Greeks had a god for beekeeping? It doesn't stop there. Aristaeus was also responsible for honey, mead, olive growing, oil milling, medicinal herbs, and cheese making. This rustic god was also a favorite among shepherds. Having one of those days where nothing is going your way? Don't fret. Help is on the way. The goddess Algaea is there for you. According to the famed Greek writer Hesiod, Algaea was the goddess of both physical and mental pain and brought on weeping and tears. Life too much for you? Are you suffering from anxiety, grief, and depression? Look to Isis. She is the goddess of these maladies. To the Romans, she was known as Misera, from which the English word misery is derived. We have been taught since adolescence, rather than throw a tantrum, we must learn to control our emotions. Did you know that there is a god to help you do just that? His name was Peleus. Peleus was the god of emotions. He was born when the world was young and brought liveliness into what at that time was a bland world. He brought love. However, since everything must have an opposite and equal reaction, sadness also appeared. Peleus did not mean to do this. His gifts and curses flowed from him like a river. He was quick to realize that the gifts he bestowed on humans could also bring them anguish. He then used his divinity to spark both courage and rage in the hearts of all humankind. What of a good sense goddess and compassion? From where did the Greeks of antiquity believe that we receive these gifts? The goddess Aleia, also known as Helios, was the personification of pity, mercy, clemency, and compassion. To the Romans, she was known as Clementia. Are you sure that the rational Greeks, the creators of democracy, the lovers of philosophy, science, medicine, mathematics, rhetoric, and so on and so forth, did not believe in such nonsense as magic? You would be wrong. Don't forget Hecate. She was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night, the moon, ghost, and necromancy. With her powers, she had dominion over the heavens, the earth, and the sea. Her name translates as worker from afar. When Hades kidnapped Persephone and took her to his realm in the underworld, it was Hecate who assisted Demeter in her search for her beloved daughter. She did this by guiding Demeter through the darkness of the underworld with flaming torches. Let's not forget the Anemoi. They were the wind gods who were each ascribed a cardinal direction from which their respective winds came. In the Odyssey, Homer refers to these gods as Boreas, Eurus, Notos, and Zephyrus. As we wind down and come to the end of this edition of Traveler's Tales, let's have a look at the judges of the dead. They were Aeacus, Minos, and Rhadamanthus. It was they who judged the deeds of the deceased and created the laws that governed the underworld. In Greek mythology, the underworld is where souls go immediately after death. The original Greek idea of the afterlife is that at the moment of death, the soul is separated from the corpse. It then takes on the image of the former person and is transported to the entrance of the underworld. It was at this moment that both good people and bad people would separate. Where did the Greeks believe one could find the location of the underworld? It was believed that it was located at the ends of the earth, at the outer bounds of the ocean, or below the depths or ends of the earth. They could not be exact because they believed the underworld was a realm invisible to the living, made solely for the dead. This brings us to the end of More Fun Gods from Greek Mythology. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. Just as a reminder, we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. We love hearing from our subscribers, so don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or comments you may have. If you haven't subscribed to Traveler's Tales, please do. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with part 2 of More Fun Gods from Greek Mythology. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and history, Karakistos.